G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's voting video on YouTube. And yes, once again, it's another one of those backyard garden tour videos, as you can see here. And yes, we've got a very huge, vast wave of nasturtiums, and we've also got cosmos tucked in the background amongst the very bright sunlight right over at the background here, eh? And I'll tell you what, guys, making those gardening videos is certainly something much more better than just having to stick around with bloody toy views. I'll tell you what, guys, so far this month we have actually received a massive bumper crop of toy reviews, especially like different types of toys that I've just made somehow. And yes, we've got a lot of like nasturtiums. There is actually quite a very vast swathe of it, like very big clumps of leaves, as you can definitely tell, derived from nasturtium. But we also do have sunflower as well, like this one right here. Is that sunflower? I'm not sure if it is. This one here is sunflower. Okay, so hopefully I'm getting it very nice and correctly at times. I would have honestly preferred growing the much more smaller sunflowers. That would have been, hey, you know what, fantastic to grow. And I can see a wasp that's clung into a straightforward cluster of zinnias. Hopefully I'm getting it right of the names of whatever flower plant type things. And it looks like it's drinking some of the water that I've just watered, because these plants may seem drought tolerant, but those drought tolerant plants, they also still need water as well. So even if they're drought tolerant, they still need to consume some water. And the wasp is straightforward buzzed off, obviously. And moving along, we've actually got a huge cluster of various seedlings. That there's a tomato seedling that I can also see. There's a lot of like tomato seedlings. There's zinnia seedlings. In fact, there's a mixture right here. And going up towards here, what I can also see is, apart from tomatoes, I can actually see what looks like to be a potato plant. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to harvest that thing, because it really is taking over the nasturtium space. But I can definitely harvest that thing, maybe sometime around late August, because obviously it's like the main bumper crop season for potatoes, around late summer to early autumn before winter arrives. And of course, yes, we've got more, lots and lots of nasturtiums right here, and I've actually just wetted my feet and my legs from the backside from some very muddy water. Like, literally, I think I've just spilled it. What's going on here, guys? Anyways, we've got cosmoses. Now, amazingly, when they sort of die out, they droop all their petals, and in fact, they drop them off. And we've got more cosmoses. We've got a big one right here. Crockies, I never expected these flowers to get quite big. And also there's a small one tucked in the back. Can you just see it? There it is. There's the little pink flower right there. And there's also some more buds. Lots and lots of cosmos buds. And we've also got what looks like to be a seed head, a cosmos seed head type thing. I'm not sure if they're ready to pick off at the moment. I might have to probably wait for another few moments of dry weather to actually make them fulfilled, I suppose, before they're straightforward ready to pick. We've got more nasturtiums right here, as you can see, and there's also more zinnias tucked in the back amongst various flower beds of all things. And amazingly, it has attracted a wide range of butterflies, like this large white butterfly right here. Large white butterfly right here. Don't know why it rhymes. But anyways, we've got another cosmos, which unfortunately is drooping because we had so much rain. In fact, near average rainfall. I wouldn't probably say above average rainfall. We actually saw about near average rainfall during July, because July is usually one of the driest months, and we can actually see that there's a butterfly clinging on one of the zinnias, which is actually a very good sign, because one thing you may have noticed is that this zinnia has straightforward sprouted a bud that's also going to straightforward open up, because as the sunlight's here, and as that butterfly is clinging onto that edge, that sort of leaf edge thing right here. Oh, it's just flown off somehow, and I've got a wasp buzzing around me. Yes, we've got a zinnia flower that's about to blossom, and then we've also got another seedling right here, tucked in the back. And hopefully it actually all seems to contemplate very well. And we've also got another small zinnia right here. In fact, we're getting lots and lots of small moths and butterflies as we're starting to crawl up towards August, which is of course late summer. And there's a lot of different flowers here. There's another cosmos plant here that's growing. I don't know if they're going to straightforward survive up and towards September and October, because I do know that once autumn arrives, those flowers are going to be vanished. One problem that's still very persistent is this giant blackberry shrub. This thing has not been taken down. I'd love to see it being taken down, but hey, maybe I might as well do it during autumn time, because hey, the weather is still nice, warm and sunny, but boy, I'm still itching to wait before the end of the gardening period. And in fact, what I'm also seeing is, what the hell is with all those flies doing in my backyard garden? And what the hell is this? I just hope, what the hell, I'm just thinking, oh my god! No crap, like why the hell is there cat poop in the backyard garden? Oh my goodness me, third time unlucky? Aw, give me a break, there's just way too much cat poop coming around here. Honestly, I've actually made so many videos behind it, and it's just giving me the creeps. And that's starting to freak me out. All that activity going here, but that's what flies do, and wasps as well. There's a lot of like cat poop, fly poop. In fact, the flies are straightforward. Look how many there are. They're just wildly attracted to cat poop. Disgusting. That is just very disgusting. Right, we've got more onions. We've got parsley, and then we've also got some more fresh onions right here. Okay, looking all nice and super dandy. Strangely enough, I can't see any more like other potato seedlings. I don't think I see them anymore now. Probably because, maybe one thing I should have done was actually had a better look at the backyard garden clearly. We've also got those nice looking shrubs, nice looking bushes with all the different bits the butterflies have been able to pollinate. And then we've also got some weird white flowers, which I don't know the name of. And then we can also see a lot of nasturtiums. And that's actually fantastic to see. There's more buds of nasturtium right here. There you go. Fairly nice somehow. Very nice indeed. The sunflower seedling has unfortunately sunk. And I can hear some weird rustling noises in the hedgerows. I think that might be house sparrow. Probably. And then we've got a lot of nasturtiums right here. Vast swathes of nasturtiums taking over the rest of the backyard garden, and their numbers have actually grown to a significant number like never ever before. And what is that thing there? What is that giant beetle doing right here? What the heck? Has it got like an egg sac or something like that too? Or has it just been wounded? There you go. I've actually found something that's in the backyard garden crawling. I just hope this thing does not come along and bite me off. I mean, look at those fangs. Look at that. Look at those nubs. They are very dangerous. I dare say I don't want to straightforward. Look at that. This thing is very dangerous. It's the sort of critter that you just do not want to mess with. Look at those fangs. Oh my gosh. I think it's a ground beetle. And this thing is very messy. I wonder if I should try and eat this. See how it tastes. Maybe if I try and pull apart its head. Maybe if I try and get the head out. Hopefully the head is not going to straightforward make a total effect on me. There you go, I've decapitated the beetle without straightforward killing myself. And let's see how it tastes. I know some people are quite disgusted in the way I eat food, but hey, guess what? I've got a beetle in my hand, and I can't really see through camera here, eh? See if I try this thing. Let me see if I can eat this. Quite crispy. I never knew they taste pretty good somehow. It's quite crispy. Never thought it would be that delicious. It almost tastes a little bit like almost out of date potato chips. That's what I'm probably guessing. It's probably like a mixture between chicken breasts and potato chips. Don't ask me why I eat bugs, but I seemingly think they're delicious. And apart from the stupid act of me eating bugs, but to be quite honest, hey, you know what, let's keep going. We've got more dandelions right here. Lots and lots of other flowering plants right here, which I can't remember the name of. And do I see any roses? No, I actually don't see any roses here. Neither I can't see any, like, other white flowers, which is a bit of a shame because I would have actually been able to see it. But hey, as we're coming up towards autumn time and up towards the late part of summer, there's just so much stuff I could just straightforward say, hey, look at what I've just accomplished. That has been massively impressive so far. The amount of like stuff that I've grown just goes to showing how far I've came. You know, my backyard garden is looking really, really, really impressive. And I'll tell you what, after gardening here in 2025, I'm actually very pleased of how this has actually been turned up, because the way I've been doing gardening has been much more of an improvement than what I did from like last year. Even though, with that being said, I would have probably preferred the great big giant sunflower from 2024. But hey, you could probably say otherwise. But nevertheless, hey, you know what? Anyways, I'm probably going to straightforward leave this video here. And I haven't done a lot of those gardening videos on YouTube because the massive swaves I've been doing on YouTube were basically toy views. And I'll tell you what, guys, that the amount of toy views I've been doing has been significantly high. This staggering high number of videos I do on my YouTube channel, it's just so rampant. And I'll tell you what, it's going to increase once we come up towards midnight. Bloody hell. Maybe I might as well just double check on my computer and see how's it going or not. Maybe I can do that around August, which is of course tomorrow. Anyways, hope you guys had a wonderful, jubilant July. Of course, you've gone through June and July, obviously somehow, and how jubilant. Yes, I did say the word jubilant and not July or June, the 2 months, but I'm just referring to them. Anyways, I'm going to straightforward go upstairs into my room because I want to straightforward carry on making Flip Flap products for the next toy review or whatever I'm going to do. And hopefully, maybe I can do some Charity Shop toy reviews, which would be fantastic somehow to keep on the whole toy review bandwagon. But who knows? Maybe people like it or dislike it as much as anyone does. So anyways, if you really enjoyed this pretty weird, strange, brief garden tour, please give this video a very good like. Subscribe for more Flip Flap videos in the future. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now. Gotta love them flowers. Ready to be popping up from the next month or so.